Okay, I'm gonna go. Wait, how do I start?
I'm going to
I
use
can't
that.
actually remember how I
I'm
start.
going to use that. Welcome to your own channel, Ben. Welcome.
Hello, and that's how I do. I do hello and welcome. I remember now. Yeah, hello and welcome.
That's your thing.
Yes. So we recently had played a new game with a bunch of friends, Blood in the Clocktower, that Michael has run. I'm actually going to let him talk about it because he knows way more about it than I. So go for it, Michael.
Yeah, well, last night we played it for the first time. Well, did you have fun first?
Oh yeah, I loved. I mean, I was the first one to die, but no, actually, I was the second one to die because I organized a vote to get someone else killed.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Well,
Well, people
yeah,
can find
why
out.
indeed?
People can
Yeah,
find out. Yeah, like for those who don't already know, Blood on the Clock Tower sort of belongs to the same family of social deduction games as Werewolf or Mafia, if you've heard of those. Or if you're into board games, you might have played The Resistance or Secret Hitler. And in the video game space, it's kind of similar to Among Us, if you've played that, which is sort of pretty popular over the last 4 or 5 years. Um, like most of those games, you have a good team who are in the majority, but they don't know who each other are, and they're being killed off one by one by an evil team who do know who each other are, but they're in the minority. The good guys can try to get suspicious people executed, but they have to get at least 50% of people to vote for it, which can sometimes be tricky because the evil players will be trying to appear like they're good guys.
yeah. Let's just say, I mean, you'll see in the video, it did not go well.
It's a game that's sort of good in big groups, but logistically that's pretty hard for us to organise very often in person as much as we might like to. But what we were using last night was an online version of the game. And fortunately, we had a bunch of friends from our WoW guild who were happy to give it a go, even though most of them just sort of took it on trust that it would be okay, and because I was spruiking it so much.
Yeah. And there was only one of them that I actually didn't know there. Yeah, just unfortunate the sequence of events. That's all.
So coming up is a video of our first ever game. It's also like the first time I ever ran one, and it's probably fair to say I had a few things that I had to learn as I went along,
Yeah,
but we worked it out.
yeah, like how do I mark someone as dead?
Luckily, I don't think I stuffed up anything substantial. There was nothing that sort of altered the course too much. There was just a bit of confusion along the way. I'll definitely be better at it next time, though. And I think it looks like we're going to have another next time. So
Excellent.
that's good. So coming up's a section where I just explain the rules of the game to the group. Most of them who didn't know it before and are just hearing it first time fresh. But if you want to skip ahead to where the game itself starts, we've added chapters below, so you can get right to it. You'll probably be able to figure out most of it from context anyway.
Awesome. Nice to hear that there'll be chapters.
I'm going to make you put them in. I'll give you a
Yeah,
timestamp, okay?
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that.
Thanks, Ben.
No worries.
A long time ago in the sleepy town of Ravenswood Bluff, during a hellish thunderstorm, on the stroke of midnight, you hear a scream. Rushing to the town square to investigate, you find your beloved storyteller, me, has been murdered. Impaled on the hour hand of the clock tower, blood dripping onto the cobblestones below. You assume that this is the work of a demon, and you are correct, a demon that kills by night and takes on human form by day. Soon you'll receive either a red or a blue token. If it's blue, then you are on the good team. If it's red, then you are on the evil team. The aim of the game, if you are good, is to find and execute the demon. If the demon dies, good wins. The aim of the game, if you are on the evil team, is to destroy the town. If just two players are left alive, then evil wins. The game is split into two phases, a day phase and a night phase. During the day, you'll talk, either publicly, sort of in the town square where we are now, or in one of the voice channels that appears on the left-hand side of your screen under the voice tab, where you can start private chats with people. I'll talk about that in a bit later, about how to do that. Um, You'll each have a secret identity, a character from the list. You can see the list of characters on the right hand side. There's a tab on the top right, characters. If you click it once, it shows the list of all the characters that could be in the game. If you click it again, it expands and tells you what all those different characters do. The characters are split into different categories. So at the top, we've got townsfolk. They're good, and all of their abilities do good things for the good team. Then we've got outsiders. They're also on the good team, but their abilities tend to hinder the good team. Minions are there to help the big bad, and then the demon, who can only be the imp in this game. That's the win condition for the good team to execute the person who is the imp. So some of those characters will be in play, and but not all of them will be. And part of your job is to sort of work out which ones are in play. Yep. So they're the characters. All right. Yeah. So you'll have a character on that list. Generally, the good players will share what they know and attempt to find out who is who. You might not share it with everyone. You might just share it with one or two people to begin with, because telling everyone who you are might lead to you being murdered by a demon.
Dying.
Most good players will be telling the truth, but some have an incentive to lie because of their ability. If you are evil, you should definitely be lying. It's best to pick a good character to pretend to be and spread as much false information as you can in a subtle kind of way. At the end of each day, I'll call everyone back to the town square and you'll get a chance to nominate someone for execution. If a majority of people vote to agree, then the accused player will be put on the block. This means that they'll be executed at the end of the day unless another person is nominated who goes on to receive more votes. I'll go through the mechanics of nominating and executing later when we get to that point. During the night, the cameras will go off, but you can still speak. The storyteller, me, will wake some people up to tell them that they can use their ability, if it's one that happens at night, or to tell people new information. I'll also do that at the start of the game just to make sure that everyone sort of understands what their role is. So don't worry if you don't understand your role straight away. In order to do that, I'll send you a chat request if I want to talk to you, and that will appear on the voice tab on the left-hand side as well. So just watch out for that during the night, because I'll be individually going through each person and telling them about their role and giving them a chance to answer questions. Normally the demon will also kill a player during the night, and we'll learn who that is in the morning. In general, it's considered bad form to talk at night about information you've just received that night. It's best to wait until the morning. Most of you during the game will die, and that's a good thing. In Ravenswood Bluff, death is not the end. Unlike some of other games like this, you don't get knocked out when you die. Some players may even want to die as they gain information when they do. If you are dead, you still participate in the game, you may still talk, and you still win or lose when your team wins or loses. There's a lot of information in this game, however, some of it might be wrong. If your character is drunk or poisoned, then your character ability won't work, but I will pretend that it does. I'm allowed to lie to you if you are drunk or poisoned, but you won't know. So for example, if someone in this character is the drunk, they'll receive a different token that's, might say they are the librarian, but I will know that you are the drunk and give you incorrect information probably. Or if the poisoner poisons you, you may still wake at night to use your ability, but it won't work. Nearly done. This can be a lot of information to take in at once, so to keep things simple, there are just a few things you need to know. For the most part, you can say what you want at any time. This is a game about talking. That's how you find out what you need to know. You can talk publicly with the group or have private conversations. It's up to you. There's lots of incentives for people to have private conversations. It's not the case that the only people who would want to do that are the evil people. You can ask me questions whenever you want. So if you get confused or you don't understand how your character works or don't understand how the character that you're pretending to be works, or if something happens that you don't understand, you can request a chat with me and I'll do what I can to help. It's my job to help you understand the rules and to have fun. Let me know when you have a question and we can talk in private so that nobody knows what you asked. And the last thing, which they say in the rules, play nice. This is a game about deception and trickery, so treat others with respect and consideration. Kill with grace and die with dignity. Alright,
Okay.
I am going
So I
to.
cannot bully Ben during the game. Is that what you're saying?
We'd all like to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everyone
Oh, okay.
has just received
Ooh.
their roles.
I gotta look it up.
Interesting.
Is there anyone who didn't receive a role? I was going to say at that point, and by the way, don't say, "Oh no, I'm the imp," or but I forgot to say that, so I'm glad no one just called out. All right, very good. I've already talked about the characters on tab on the right-hand side that says who you are, who the list of characters is, and what all the different characters can do. You can also hover over your token, and it will tell you what your character does. These have been assigned randomly. I didn't pick any of them
Sorry,
specifically.
how many characters of each have we
Good
got?
question. If you hover over the middle of the circle, it tells you that in a 9-player game, there are, by default, 5 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 1 minion, and 1 demon. If there is one character, don't think too hard about it, but there is one character which will add 2 outsiders. So if the Baron is in play, it would mean that we have more insiders than 2, but don't stress about that right now.
This alive count that also appears in the middle, though, is that going to be accurate or is that not going to be accurate?
I think it will be accurate, yeah.
So if we kill a minion, even if we didn't intend to, then
Oh
we
no,
will
that's not alive minions. That's
Alive people. Because
yeah.
9 is the
Oh no,
total
that's
players.
just right. It's players and alive at the top, and then separately the distribution. Not
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Once we get to the bit where you can talk, you can if you look at the voice tab on the left hand side, there's different sort of public rooms where it's got monastery, church, graveyard. You can go to any of those and talk with people, but just be aware that anyone could enter any of those channels at any time when you're having that conversation. Or you can start a private chat with someone. So if you hit your enter key, or if you're on an iPad like Sean is, I think if you go to voice, there might be a little button at the bottom of the voice thing that says start private chat, I think.
We can only type text the people beside us, though.
Yes.
Yes.
So the one with
You
the
can only
envelope.
whisper the people beside
Yep.
you.
The one with the 2 bubbles is to start a chat. So that's how you would start a private chat with someone. All right, I'm now gonna go to the night phase.
Just saw Sean and Ben talking to each other.
Yeah,
just little chats already.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just going to pull different people into chats with me so we can talk about their character. This bit will probably take longer than it would any other game, just because I want to make sure that people understand what's going on. Normally it wouldn't take very long, but there could be a little bit of waiting here. Okay, so
Are we allowed to talk with each other while that's happening?
You can, but it's not really supposed to be game start yet.
Oh, okay.
When I played this in real life, we pretty much just all sat at the table with our eyes closed.
Looking at
like
you.
we were doing like heads down, thumbs up kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, have I got you here?
You have, as long as nobody else can hear me.
No, no one can. Good. So, geez, you got lucky.
Oh, can you see what I am, can you?
Yeah, I absolutely can. I'm the only one who can.
Okay, I got no idea what I'm supposed to do besides liar.
You are the big bad. That
Yeah.
was totally random. You've probably got the most stressful role of everyone, or potentially the most fun role of everyone.
I just drink more. Yeah.
That might work. So what's going to happen is it won't happen on the first night, but on every other night after that, you can choose someone and they will die. Um, there's a couple of ways that they might be protected depending on what other characters are in the game, but usually you will kill someone. So you can kill someone who's causing you trouble or who's maybe throwing shade on you, or maybe you won't want to do that if it's too obvious because it might just point more accusations your way. But I do give you some hints about what you could be to help protect yourself. So on the left hand side of the screen, there's another tab now which you maybe didn't see before called Bluffs. Can you see that one? Oh gosh, what did you just say to them?
I didn't say a word. I went back into their channel and didn't say a word.
Oh.
They probably don't even know I went back into their channel.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the last thing you heard me say was.
You just said, yeah, depending on what roles they have, like the soldier I can see is safe from the demon, and
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm gonna
that-
tell you some stuff that will help you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you 3 roles that they are absolutely not. No one in the game has these roles, so you could pretend to be any of these. So
Right.
on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a new
Yep.
tab called Bluffs.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you pull that out,
Yep.
and if you click on the first one, the first bluff you can be is Saint. So if you click on that one, you should be able to select Saint so that you remember it.
Yep. Yep.
The second one is Raven Keeper.
Yep.
And the third one is Librarian.
Yep.
So you should probably decide one of these that you want to pretend to be. So
Yep.
I'm just going to go through those just so that you understand what they are. If for the Saint, if for whatever reason they decided to execute the Saint, which you are not, you're just pretending to be that, then the good guys will lose. So you could potentially use that to say, oh no, I wouldn't do that because da da da. Whether they believe you or not is another thing.
Mm.
Second one is Ravenkeeper. So if that's another character that kind of wants to stay secret a bit from the demon because if someone, if the demon kills that player at night, then they will get to learn. They'll get to choose a player and know for sure what character that player was, which is very helpful to the good team. But because it's a role that wants to be secret and wants to stay alive for the demon to kill them, that's a reason why they might want you to stick around. And the librarian's one that just learns some info at the start of the game. It learns that I tell them 2 players and I tell them that one of them is a particular outsider.
Right.
So you're not necessarily going to want to just say to everyone at the start of the game, "Oh, hey, I'm the Saint." Like, don't probably come out with it straight away. You might want to just possibly tell 1 or 2 people, or maybe not tell anyone at all right to begin with until, You are going to get some help though. So on your team is Katie. So Katie is your minion, Crates MD. I'm not going to tell you which of the minions she is though. So on that character list, she is one of those 4 minions. She will probably come to you reasonably early on to talk to you, partly because I've just given you 3 bluffs, but she doesn't get 3 bluffs. So she might want to take one of the ones that you're... Oh, are you hitting backspace?
I don't know what I hit. I hit something there that in the chats, and that time, the first time I was the whole thing shut down. It wasn't me.
Oh.
So that time was me though. So yeah, sorry.
Maybe just hit spacebar.
I won't click on anything. No, I won't touch anything until you're finished. Sorry.
That
I
that
was-
that hand that is showing right now, I don't know whether they can see it, but it's because you hit spacebar, I think.
No, I didn't hit space. I hit the little arrow on
Can
the
you hit
chats
space
that
for
says
me just now,
ah.
just in case? I can see you've got a hand. Yeah. There we go. Yep. I don't know if they can see that. I haven't given it away.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So
so-
I've got to try and pick one of those to pretend that I am, and yeah, see how we go.
Yeah. So what I was just saying is Katie doesn't get any bluffs. So Katie, who is your minion,
Oh, so
right?
you're allowed to tell me that, are you?
I can tell you that because she's on your team. So I didn't know when
Right.
you went out then. So
Yeah, no.
Katie's on your team. She's going to be trying to help you, but
Right.
she doesn't have any bluffs. So she's probably going to come to you probably on the first day at some point and talk to you to maybe get one of those bluffs that you're not going to use for yourself.
Right. So she knows that I'm the imp?
I'm about to tell her.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you know who is on your team, and and she is the same.
So there's only her and I on the team, isn't there?
Correct.
Yep. So there's only the two of us. Okay. Everyone's waving now.
Yeah, and they're probably trying to talk to you and you're not answering, so hopefully that doesn't. Anyway, but you have a bit of a safety net in that if you're getting a lot of suspicion on you, your character, the bit when you hover over it is, as well as the fact that you get to kill someone, if you kill yourself that way, then
Katie becomes
yeah,
imp.
so it's like a release valve. But if
Yep.
if they execute you before you do that, then it'll be game over.
Right.
You don't have to do it. You can just kill someone else instead of yourself. But yeah, I'm sorry that you got the most complicated role of the lot.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see.
Right.
We'll see how it goes. Okay.
That's all. Maybe just probably don't choose Katie as the first person you talk to in the day, right? Because it might be a little bit obvious.
Oh, so we're supposed to start whispering,
Not
getting
yet.
information from people, are we? Or?
Yeah, when I open it up to the day to say, oh, the day has started, then everyone can talk to whoever they want.
Because I've got, it looks like I've got letters from Nelly and I got letters from Phil and.
They're all starting. All right, I better keep it going. All right, so if you leave this chat, you can either hit the arrow on the left-hand side or you can hit backspace, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'll just press leave room. Yep.
What's the bet? Michael's just walked off and gone to bed or something.
Yeah.
And this is all a big front.
And we're all just sitting here for the next 3 hours until Sean gets up
See
and
how long it
notices.
takes us.
What are you doing?
Loz is
I see
waving.
Loz found his hand.
Oh,
I don't know that I've got a hand.
Has he got his hand up or is he waving? It's confusing.
yeah.
Well, he kept his hand up. How do you even do that?
His arm's getting tired now.
How do we get hands?
I don't know.
If only you could see me shaking my head, Ben.
This is just spacebar.
He keeps
Spacebar.
waving.
Oh.
Is anyone
Oh,
else seeing the
yeah.
waves? Or
Now we're all
Oh,
gonna
you
do
can
it.
even see your own
Yeah.
wave.
how do you do a wave? Yeah, how do you do it? How do you do it?
Sean,
Oh, spacebar. Right.
Oh. why did I go the?
I don't have a space bar.
Oh, we just touched hands, Kate.
Why do I hold Shane's hand? Why can't I go the other way? I thought but he's going the opposite way to me. Oh, is it because we're down the bottom?
I think it's towards
Oh,
the
okay,
inside
that
of the
makes
circle.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just casually hold hands. the whole time.
All right. That's so funny that Laurie got that. I did that slightly in the wrong order, but let's get Katie now. Hello.
Did I do that right?
You
Hello.
did. How are you going?
Good.
Did you?
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Was there talk in that channel that I missed based on what's happened that has made it obvious who the bad is?
No. We're all just figuring out that the spacebar waves.
Yeah.
Uh,
Laurie
and
twice.
we're all being stupid. There's no discussion about the game at
okay.
all.
Laurie
We have
twice.
no idea who's already spoken to you.
Accidentally, I was speaking to Laurie because he is your demon, which is
Okay,
funny.
I was going to say, do I find out who the demon is?
You do, but he twice accidentally left the chat, so I was hoping you hadn't given it away. So.
And that's the one whose name is Loz, right? On the
yes,
thing?
that's right.
Yeah, cool.
And he's probably got the most complicated role, unfortunately. But anyway, part of what he gets though is he gets 3 bluffs. So I told him 3 characters who no one else in the game definitely has. So there's 3 people who, if he claims to be that person, they're not going to say, "Oh no, I'm that person." You don't get any of those bluffs, so I'm not going to tell you what they are now. But at some point during probably the first day, you could wait longer if you wanted, but at some point during the first day, you're probably going to want to try and talk to him. Maybe don't make it the very first thing you do because it might be a bit obvious, but you're probably going to want to.
He can tell me who the bluffs are, so I know who to pretend to be.
Yeah, you don't have to choose one of those, but you could.
It's safer too.
Yeah. If you look at what the imp can do on your character sheet, it says each night they choose someone to die, but if he chooses himself, then you will become the imp.
Yeah.
And on top of that, because of your character, the Scarlet Woman, if when he dies, there are 5 or more players alive, you will also become the demon then. Don't worry about the bit about the travelers.
I was like, what are travelers?
Yeah, they're not in this game, so don't worry about it.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there's kind of 2 ways that you could become the imp. One because of your power, and one if he does it himself. So that's like a safety net for the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I probably won't wake you up at night.
Okay. That's cool. I'll just snooze by myself.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
And well, just with playing another character, is it just about reading the wiki thing and seeing how they're supposed to act and stuff like that?
Well,
you
can.
What I'm supposed to be doing?
I haven't actually
mentioned just
the
saying
wiki
this is
to
what I am.
Anyone else other than in there. Yeah, I mean, depending on which character you're bluffing as, like because some of the characters would normally be more open with their information at the start of the game, and some of them would want to hide. So if you're bluffing as one that would normally want to hide for a bit, then you probably wouldn't give your information away straight away.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of up to you.
I'll try and play it cool until I can speak to Laurie.
You always play it cool. All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. Hopefully they're not getting too bored. Next. Oh, now let me make sure I understand what I'm telling Ben, because Ben is the drunk. And we're going to tell him. Where's my notes? We're going to tell him that there's a poisoner in the game. Empath and under. Right, okay, so here we go. How are you going?
Okay, so I looked at my investigator thing, so I get to know if one. I don't quite understand it. So what is it? I get to know if people are outsiders. Is it?
It says you start knowing that one of 2 people is a particular minion.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that there is a poisoner, and the poisoner is either Philip or Apop.
Interesting.
So what you can do is you can use the reminder tokens inside, or or click on their icons if you want. Yep.
All right. So I did want to ask. So there's only one of each role, right? Maximum.
There is. Sorry. Yes. Yes, there is. Correct.
Okay, cool.
Only one person can be each role, at least in this starting setup.
All right. And you mentioned that I shouldn't say anything until day, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Cool. All right.
Pleasure working with you, even though you're dead. But still.
Put your hand up if you're a good guy. And put your hand up if you're a bad guy. Okay. Now,
And if you're terrified,
Nelly can't make up her
just guess.
mind.
Sorry.
I'll be right
I
back.
really hope
suddenly
there's a
need to
drunk in the
pee.
game. Oh, me too, Ben.
Well,
I'll
they're
be right
probably
back,
the drunks, and that's why they need to pee.
Wow, I haven't left yet. Still here.
Just
Most
getting in
of the-
character, huh?
You start knowing how many pairs of evil players there are. The interesting thing about this is that the recluse can register as a minion or a demon. So the chef learns how many pairs of evil players there are, meaning sitting side by side. So at the moment, because the recluse registers as evil and is sitting beside Katie, they learn a 1. The imp's over the other side, but they don't form a pair. So now we're going to wake up Chef Spudwit. Hello, Rory Spudwit.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right. Self.
Good. So you are the chef.
Mm-hmm.
You start by learning how many pairs of evil players there are, and what pairs means is it's a pair if an evil player is sitting beside another evil player.
Ah, yep.
Yep. Yeah, in the circle. I will tell you, and I'm not going to tell everyone this, but just because it means, it's more relevant to you than other people, that there is there is a character in the game that can register as evil potentially that is not evil. So if
Yep.
you
Yeah,
look
I was
at
looking through the character list before.
the recluse
Interesting.
can
Yep.
potentially. We're not guaranteed to have one because we've got two outsiders in the game by default with this number of players. So by default, we would expect to have 2 outsiders, and if there is a recluse, they could register as evil.
Yep, makes sense.
The number that you learn tonight, well, actually, you only receive information once in the whole game, but it can be sort of, you won't be able to solve the whole puzzle by yourself, but your information with other people's information can sort of solve it. So the number you learn, number of evil pairs there are, is 1.
Okie dokie.
1 pair of evil players. Hello.
Greetings.
How are you?
Yeah, kicking along. Yep.
You got the heart icon. Unfortunately,
I
it didn't land on Ben with his background. But
yeah, that's a shame.
so each night you learn how many of your 2 alive neighbours are evil, are on the bad team. And I'm here to tell you, so this is going to happen every night while you have your ability, while you are alive. You learn that 1 of your alive characters is evil.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell this to everyone, but your role cares about evil players, so I'm just going to tell you an extra bit of information about the characters that are in play. There is 1 player who can be on the good team called the Recluse, who may or may not be in play, who registers as evil.
Oh.
So even though they are good, they will register as evil. So we have, by default, 1 demon, 1 minion, and if there's a recluse, they could as well. But 1 of your alive players is evil. If one of your neighbours dies, then the information you'll receive on the next night will be, the next person around in the circle from there.
Yeah, okay. I
That
get
makes
it. Yep.
sense?
Will it be obvious to me that they've died?
It's possible that because the demon goes before you at night, so when I tell you the information, I'll tell you the number as of the point at which I told you. But so let's say we're on the second night and Katie's beside you. Let's say Katie died. If I told you a number, it would then be referring to Mana and Philip at that point because the demon will have already killed. You will only learn it when we enter the morning, but it will be correct as of then.
So sorry, you would still tell me about the person until I find out that they're dead. So you'd still tell me about Katie, even though Katie had died.
Yeah, and even though you won't have seen that she died yet, the information will reflect that she has died.
Oh, okay. So you would be telling me about May in that case.
Yes.
Even though I don't yet know that. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Cool.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So just to confirm, you have one evil player, or
who may or may not be the recluse.
Yes, beside you, as of right now. All right, one to go. Fortune teller has a red herring. Will Nelly see it, or is she looking at her phone? Knock knock. She had to wait the longest. Hello.
Hello, sorry, I was muted because I was coughing.
Ah, that's all right. I got you on the third try. You are the fortune teller. Each night you get to choose two players. You learn if either of them is the demon. The demon specifically, so not the
the other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
I want to tell you about one of the characters that's in play. I'm not telling everyone this, but you have
The
a role
recluse.
that care. Yeah, so you know about that already. Great.
So the only one that can be masked.
There is another one though. You also have a red herring. So there is one good player who will register as a demon to you as well. And that player will stay the same throughout the whole game. So I've already marked the person who will always show as evil to you, even though they are good.
Who?
I'm not telling you who.
Sorry.
There is one person.
Marked it for me, and I'm like, okay.
No. I'm not telling you who. They're just always going to be a blind spot for you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions about your role?
Oh, do I not get to find out?
Sorry. Yes. Of course you do. Each night, choose to. Yes. You get to do it now.
I would like to know. Ben.
Yep. Who else? Because I don't tell you individually.
Oh, okay.
You choose two players, and you learn if either is a demon.
Okay. Sorry. Let's go Ben and Loz then.
Okay. You learn that yes, either Ben or Loz is the demon.
Or the red herring.
Or the recluse.
Yeah. the demon, the recluse, or the red herring.
That's it.
Thank you.
Oh God, that'll take
Yes.
us 3 in the morning.
Oh.
Ooh.
The sun's just come
The
up.
daytime.
Good morning. Sorry, I know that took quite a while. Like I said,
You didn't give me much time to put my clothes back on.
In future games, that will go a bit quicker.
I sent you a question.
Sorry, I've been busy.
I don't know if you saw it.
I'll just
Was
guess.
that what
Never mind.
was that what you said?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh God, I should pay more attention.
At least you've got a conversation with Michael, please.
Hang on.
It's Hanabi all over again.
Oh, yeah, not paying attention. How
Hang
many
on.
times, Ben?
Hang on, I just want to make sure that I've... We can talk more later if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we're just about to start. I think I've mentioned pretty much everything that I wanted to say now. So yeah, what we're going to do now is sort of start the game proper. You can talk to people either here, or you can go into the channels, or you can whisper them, or send, or yeah, go into private chats. And it's a pretty normal thing to do. So don't feel like you're putting a whole bunch of suspicion on yourself by going into a private chat. That's pretty normal. I'm going to put a... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to put a
You're just
timer
making us
up.
go to sleep again?
Yep. Oh, that one. I'm going to give us 6 minutes, and then I'll
Oh,
call
God, okay.
people back for nominations. Good luck finding your demon.
I don't know what to do.
Well, hopefully some of you have fucking information because I don't know shit.
Oh well, look
Yeah.
at Ben and Shane already having a little chit chat.
Hello.
Ben,
Tell me about
you're not going to
yourself.
kill me, are you? Tell me about myself.
Yeah. So, to what role are you right now?
What role am I?
Yeah. What's your
I
role?
don't think I'm allowed to tell you what role I am I?
Well, Michael's here.
He can be the
Yeah,
adjudicator.
if this is a rules question, then
Yes.
yes,
I'm
you are
just-
allowed to. There are some roles that might be more wanting to give information because it's good for the team, and there are some roles that it might make sense to stay hidden until later.
Yep.
And it's up to you to decide who you tell what to.
Okay. It could, and it wouldn't be, a problem. I could tell Ben anything, right? Like,
It's often not a bad idea to tell at least one person. Not for every role, but most roles it makes sense to tell at least one person.
Yep. Well, you called me, Ben, so why don't you tell me what you are?
Oh wow, that's harsh. I will tell
I'm
you.
in the security game here. I don't trust anyone.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I am one of the townsfolk. I definitely am.
Yep. I'm going to go out and trust you here, even though I feel like you're the imp. I'm going to tell you that I'm the empath.
Okay, so you're...
And that one of my neighbours is likely to be evil.
Okay.
Possibly evil. Yeah.
All right. This has been a good chat. Well, I'll tell you, since you've shared so much information with me, that I'm the investigator. So you can open up the characters thing and see exactly what that means. You can just hover over my icon on my picture. Sorry, I start knowing that one or two players.
You don't have an icon there. I've got an icon.
I'm an investigator. Yep. So actually, that's a good point. Let me say. So you said you're the empath. I'm just going to say that you said that. Okay. So
the other thing to note.
Yep.
The other thing to note now that I know you're the investigator is that one of my two neighbours is possibly evil, but there's the possibility that there could even be a recluse in the game. So there's no guarantee, that they are evil, but,
Okay, so when I had my chat with Michael, he told me that either you or I think it was Philip. I think that's the one I'm not sure about. I can't actually remember. I think he said Philip are the poisoner. So if you're saying you're the empath, that must mean that Philip is the poisoner.
That would seem to ring true.
So I reckon that we need to work together to get Philip killed.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm just wondering right now, if you were the imp, would you be doing that too? Trying to get someone killed. But no, I'm going along with it because I was told one person next to me was evil, so I'll buy it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm going to leave this chat and start talking to everybody else. So good luck out there. Okay.
You too.
Whether that gets... Oh, hello, Michael.
And he's come in to have a listen, has he? Yes.
I'll be doing that regularly. I should have said that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought you were waiting to say something.
No. Please go on.
Oh. Well, as a bit of an information gatherer, Nellie's trying to impart some information to me.
Yes, just letting him know I heard some damning information about.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's in video. Cool.
I'm going to try
Yes.
and be not obstructing. So.
yes.
I don't think turning your video off. Yeah. would be.
Regarding
yes,
myself.
And Ben. So
and Ben.
Very. Yeah.
What have we
there
done?
Anything? Well, either you can be one of three things. Either of you could be. So you could be a red herring, a fish, the demon, or the recluse. But I don't think you'd know if you were the recluse.
I do. I'm pretty good at hiding.
Yeah.
No, but I shall keep. I shall keep gathering data and filing it away, and see where we go.
Alrighty. You don't want to share anything that you might have learned?
I haven't learned shit. I don't know. Yeah, but now I've learned something. I can tell people what Nellie said. So.
Sounds awesome.
I think so. Yeah. Oh.
You can ignore I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, wow.
I'm listening in.
Oh, we're just... All right. Well, this is awkward now. I feel like we're being spied on. I don't appreciate it.
By somebody without a friggin'
If
role
there is a spy, it's not me. I'm the storyteller.
Well, you're dead on a stick, aren't you?
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really talking about anything. Come to a very boring conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll barge in.
Well, Michael can come over here. Haha. We're already off to the monastery.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, everybody's in.
About information? I like information.
It's a lot better than hanging out in the graveyard all day.
Yes, all the graveyard people basically know almost nothing. You got anything to share? Oh no, they've gone. Wow.
Oh wow, okay.
I found out there were no fresh graveyards. No fresh graves.
I trust him.
Share anything?
I don't know what to share and what to do yet. I'm so confused.
That's all right. Well, I'll put my head on the chopping block then. I received some information concerning Ben and Laurie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
So not good news for either of them.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I can share.
I've received no information yet. Okay, let me go suss out people.
Okay.
And then we'll reconvene.
Okay.
I'm back.
My list of different things to see which one you are.
Welcome back.
Oh, I can see that other people are having a conversation.
There's just Nellie and I here for a little while.
I am one of the townsfolk guys. I've had a good chat with Shane / Apop, and I trust him. I believe that he's also one of the townsfolk. Oh,
okay.
So what about you telling us that you're a townsfolk?
I'm not allowed to tell you, am I? Are we supposed to just guess these things?
Yeah, well, this is. I mean, it's up to you what you decide to share.
Oh, okay. Well,
you could be lying too, for all we know, too.
Yeah, right. So, if I sort of left a hint that I might know what Nellie gets up to in her real life, that might give you an indication as to what I do.
Okay.
But, I don't know whether I'm supposed to say anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Loz?
No, nothing. He wasn't saying anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, don't you worry.
I just Nellie gave me some very good information about the two of us. But, yeah. Needless to say,
so you were just having a private conversation in the town square, right?
Yeah, basically.
No.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
That was previous to that. Oh, hang on a sec. I've got something dinging at me.
Oh. Katie and Laurie. Okay.
Okay. So, there's the Saint. And the Raven Keeper. Now I've already started sending out messages that I'm a librarian.
Okay, perfect.
So
As long as
you
I
can
know
pick-
which one I can say without being.
Yeah, no, you can be a saint or a raven keeper.
Well, I might do the saint because then nobody will kill me. Okay,
Mm.
perfect.
But,
Perfect. And I've been trying to like jump around and talk to people so that it didn't look sus that I went and had a private conversation with you.
no, that's okay. But I've got no idea what we're doing, and people are trying to come out and tell me straight away what they are and what they're not, and
Yeah.
so I've just been sort of saying, well, I'm sort of like Nelly in real life, so they can work out that I'm a librarian from there. Then
Perfect.
yeah, we'll see how they go. Oh, okay, back we go.
Nighttime is over. I mean daytime.
And which one is Phil Spud or is? Oh no, Philip is Philip. Okay.
Yep. Spud is
What?
Rory.
Okay.
Anyway, oh, that's it. It's back. I'll see you at the town square.
All right. Thank you.
We're all back.
Oh,
Is that our
After talking to Ben, Nelly, so
is that our 6 minutes up?
if Ben is trustworthy, I'm pretty sure that Katie's all good.
Oh, really?
It's a big if in that sentence, though.
Ah.
There's a lot of ifs in everything, but yeah.
Interested to see what Katie.
Is your
had to
video
chat
off
with
for
us
a
about.
reason? Oh, there you are, Mark.
yeah, it is. I forgot one thing I was going to say was that I'm going to be jumping around and just listening to people. But I'm gonna
Very off-putting.
I'm gonna keep my video off, so because I don't want to. If I start smiling or something while people are talking, I don't want to be the reason that to give the game away. So I'll keep my camera off while you're
I do like
chatting.
that you can see like people having the conversation, but you can't hear what they're saying.
All right, I'm about to open everything up for nominations. So I want to read out to you the bit. Well, I will tell you about the bit about the nominations. So everybody is able to make one nomination per night. You definitely don't have to per day rather. And everybody can only be nominated for execution once per day. What would happen is, and I might just do a demo of it. Let's say Ben says, Ben, I'm going to nominate Philip for execution. I would do this, and a little clock would come up. The person who's being nominated for execution has the gold hand.
And we all
you
vote.
can put your hand up or not as you like. So this isn't going to count. You can feel free to have a play with it. Yep, if you want to play with it. After Ben has
going to kill himself.
you totally can, and there might be reasons that you would. After that has happened, after Ben has nominated Philip, what I'll do every time is I'll say, Ben, why do you think Philip should be executed? And you can say your piece. And then I'll say, Philip, why do you think you shouldn't? Or maybe he won't argue. Maybe he'll say, yeah, I think I should. And then I'll do this countdown, and the clock will move around the circle. And at the point at which the gold hand passes by you as it goes clockwise around the circle, that's when whether your hand is up or not counts. And once the hand has passed over you, you can't change your vote.
Okay.
So I'll do a demo here. In order to get someone executed, you need a majority of votes. So we have 9 living people. So it would be a majority of 5 votes. So let's do just a demo of voting. So Shane's is locked in. It counts the numbers. You can put your hand down in a hurry if you want to. Yeah. So in that instance, enough votes would have been passed, and I would mark Philip as on the block. He's not dead yet.
The only way he wouldn't be executed is if somebody else gets more votes, yeah?
Yes. So now other people could make nominations if they wanted. Ben would no longer be able to make a nomination. He's already done this today. So let's say someone else let's say Sean nominates Ben now, and Ben receives even more votes. I would mark Ben.
But he's a nice person. Why would I nominate
Yeah, weird.
Have you been paying attention at all, Michael?
And the reason I use that as an example is that someone could not then go and nominate Philip again. Philip has already been nominated once per day. Once in the day, you couldn't nominate him again. So each person can only do it once. Each person can only be nominated once.
But you don't have to nominate, right?
You don't have
and
to.
you don't have to vote.
You don't have to vote. You don't have to execute per day, but it's generally in the good team's interest to execute one person a day. There are some reasons you might not want to, but if the good team's not executing people, then you're just leaving it to the demon to pick people off one by one. So, can I unmark him? I don't know that I can that easily.
Well, actually,
Ignore
I
the
do.
skull on Phil.
All right, I do.
So I am
Can
going to
I-
open it up for
That does
nominations. As
Yeah,
soon as someone says it though, we're going to start that process though.
I
So you
want to
think if you
nominate.
reset it, the skull comes off?
I want to nominate Philip.
Oh, okay. Nominate.
Because he got a skull on his head, or
It's the beard, isn't it?
Oh, that actually says
Why?
6 votes to tie, but it's because I did a demo one before, so it's actually only 5 votes to
And
put
how
Phil on
how
the
do
block.
we actually?
So
how
do I
we
have to give my
actually-
reason why I think he should be killed now?
Just to
If
answer
you're trying to
Laurie's
persuade us.
question,
I mean, if you want people to vote for it.
what was your question first, Laurie? Sorry.
Well, now that he's nominated Phil, do the rest of us vote on who we think it is, or whether we think it's Phil?
You just do you just worry about the particular person that's been nominated now.
So,
First.
so
You
if,
don't
you,
have
if
to vote.
so, yeah, if we don't have to vote, we don't do anything, and it goes all the way round.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you're convinced it's not Phil, you can just leave your hand down,
You have to vote.
wait for this vote to finish, and then you nominate someone else. And then
Everyone
vote
has
on
to
it.
vote, but
But-
you need to vote whether you think it's Phil or not. So either you do or you
Well,
don't.
The
How do
default
you-
is not.
Yeah, sorry. So not how do you? If you think it's somebody else, you don't vote on them. How do you
I would
actually
say
put your
that
vote up?
I'd say that you'd weigh it and say, well, do I think it's definitely not Phil, or do I think it's likely to be somebody else?
Right. So you just press your space bar if you think it is Phil, and then right. Okay.
Yeah.
If you
and
want to
you might
vote for
also
Phil,
think it's
you put
Nelly.
your
You might
hand
think
up.
it's Phil and Nelly, so you might put your vote down for both of them, but
But-
you might not put your vote for, let's say Rory, because you don't think he's, at all
But you
likely
can
to be
only
the bad guy.
vote once.
And
For each nomination, though,
and there
Yeah,
can
that's-
only
yeah,
be
that's right.
one execution per day.
But you
Yeah,
can.
but I
So
could
let's say
vote
3
yes to
people were
both
nominated.
Philip and Nelly, yeah.
Yeah, you could.
More than one
If 3
person
people
could
are
be
nominated, whoever has the most votes is the one that's going to get
Yep.
executed.
And if there's a tie, then neither person will be executed.
Yeah. Okay.
So just to clarify, we only get one vote.
Per nomination.
Accusation.
Per
yeah.
nomination. So if so Ben's nominated Phil, you could vote on this, and then
I would
Sean
actually
might nominate Mana, and you could vote on that again.
Okay. So do we all
Okay.
go around? So everyone we go around and everyone nominates. Is that what you're saying?
So now is when I would say why
Often
I
pe-
think that we should kill
yeah.
Philip, yeah?
Just to answer that question first, though, often you wouldn't you not everyone would nominate. You certainly don't have to nominate. It's just as many as people want to nominate as.
If you've got some good evidence to suggest that it's somebody, you'd probably nominate them.
Yeah. All right. So Ben, why do you think Phil should be executed?
Okay, so I have information from myself and one other person that leads me to think that Phil is the poisoner. It's not just my own information, so like.
And you trust this other person?
I mean, after one round, I guess.
I'll admit I'm not the best cook, but I didn't think I was poisoning anyone.
Okay, Phil.
So who's the other person they're happy to put their hand up to corroborate?
I suspect the
well,
person has already
Shane-
got their hand.
Shane has got his hand up. So that means Shane is saying that he agrees. Ben's saying he agrees. So what is it? It's now just up to Mick to set the hand in motion.
Well,
Is it?
Phil, do you have anything else you want to say in your defence?
I'm just a poor, defenceless worker. I haven't poisoned anyone.
Which one's the worker on the character sheet?
There's no
I'm
worker.
thinking there is.
There
a
is
Oh.
no.
worker.
This is interesting because we don't know which minion is in play. But he's just said he's definitely not a poisoner, which is awfully specific.
Well, Ben did
he's
say
just got
poisoner.
Right.
All I do is
Fine.
dig for a
Oh, Ben
living.
said it,
I'm an
okay.
undertaker.
Mm.
All right, I'm about to start the vote. So remember, it's when the gold hand goes past you that your vote will be counted or not. 5 votes to put him on the block.
Whoops.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't.
Oh,
Wow.
Dead for real?
yeah, no one can beat that.
That's very convincing, Ben.
What was?
it's
Now,
He's
does Phil
unskull
have to
away.
own up if he was?
Oh,
the
I
poisoner
took it
now,
away,
or
did
do
I?
we-
No.
Oh, I didn't mean to take it away. Okay, 8. Well, we're very unlikely to get 9,
Mm.
unless.
Does anybody
But
else?
no,
Does
want
anyone
to,
else want to
we get
nominate?
find out his role.
It's got to start with someone, I suppose.
But didn't we just kill him?
No.
Not yet.
No.
If someone were able to get more, then
Well, you can't get more. You've already got
can.
the majority.
You can get a tie.
on another one.
What
Well,
happens with the
typically
tie
you can
again?
get more.
With
I
a
need
tie,
vote.
No,
It-
neither of them get killed, Nelly, if
Yep.
there's a tie.
Okay.
Sorry, was there more, were we voting on more than one there?
We can.
No,
No,
only Philip. But if
Yeah.
somebody else got
he's
nominated,
marked for execution, but it's not until we've all had our accusations and everything, and then whoever has the most votes is the one that gets
So-
executed.
Oh, okay.
let's say that May said, "Oh, I think Laurie's the guy," and we all voted for you, except for you.
Just
and
tried
there
to
was 8
use my
votes for you and 8
nomination
votes-
for me. What the fuck?
I'm just throwing it out there.
then
But yeah,
yes.
if they're tied, so if Philip got 8 and you got 8, then nobody would die.
Okay, I assumed that because we just had a vote and Phil got 8, that there's no reason anyone can get.
No, it's still possible, sir.
Yeah, but I thought that was it.
Right.
That was
Except-
that was
Theoretically
that's the
possible
vote.
we can outdo it.
Yeah, except I accidentally took the skull off his head, and now I can't
Oh, okay,
see
so he's no
how to
longer-
change it. But he is. So it doesn't sound like we're going to get another nomination. So
Do we have another nomination?
I
closing
think Nellie's
nominations.
lost her communicatingness.
Oh,
She's
waving her
muted
hand
at the
before.
moment.
Oh,
does Nelly realise she's muted?
I don't know.
Both Nelly and Sean.
Sean's probably done it deliberately because she's coughing.
No, I was just deliberately muted.
Sean, Nelly, do you realise you're muted?
You're muted.
She's
Nelly.
talking to no one, so I'm guessing no.
No, it's not on your headset. It's in the
So
game.
on the
It
top
looks like she's
thing
talking
in
to
the
someone
In
game.
game.
Welcome back.
No,
No,
now you-
no,
now your
no,
headset's
the
muted.
headset's muted.
Sorry, I was writing a note
There
on
he is.
Philip's thing,
There
and
you
it
go.
muted and deafened me as well. I don't know.
Okay, I think we're done. The day ends and Philip is executed, which I'll do in the night, and he dies. So we go to the night phase, and I'll.
Do we before we
call
go?
Yep.
Sorry, quick question. Do we ever find out whether he was the poisoner?
No,
Well, if someone-
you do not. There is one role in the game which finds out who the person was who died. That is the Undertaker, and it was the role that Philip claimed.
Oh, it's nighttime again.
Good night. I'll see you guys later.
Sweet dreams.
Why can't I set you as dead though?
Because you voted twice and you unskulled him. So I
Yeah.
think we just need to go back and vote again.
We might need to. Let's do that.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. Let's.
Nom-
I accuse you.
It's a fair cop, Gov.
Just joining in now.
I got a bit confused because I used a different app that did it a different way first before I learnt this one.
When you voted for you.
Okay.
No, I just realised I'm going to make it the same vote.
Oh, it still
He's
didn't do
dead
it.
now?
Did it?
Maybe he
Doesn't he
went to night-
die? I don't know. Maybe it's in a day. I don't know.
You didn't put
we
a skull
exec-
on him.
we
I
execute him
did.
during the
If
day.
you if you mouse over that little purple circle, you can mark him.
Oh,
as
that's
dead.
wrong.
Who was that?
So if you just mark him as.
Oh, there we go. I marked you
Okay, he's got
now.
his skull now.
There we
Okay.
go.
Where's the bit where I actually make him dead? Change character, change alignment, follow player, nominate player.
I guess it's good for me that Michael hasn't been practicing his murdering.
I may as well mark myself as died today.
Maybe it shows up in the morning. I thought it would show up when I went into the night phase. Anyway, we
As I
might just
said,
have to
if
soldier on.
you just mouse over your little purple circle inside him, you can mark him dead as you soldier.
Yeah, you can. Although that's not the way it's supposed to work, I don't think. But yes, you could. All right. Yeah, why has that not worked? Anyway, I'll figure that out.
Oh, now we're back to Michael conversations.
Yep. Good luck.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How'd you go? What's your stress levels like?
Oh, I've sort of, I don't know whether I'm doing too much or not enough. I'm sort of not telling anybody anything or whatever, and
It might not
I
be
only
such
sort
a
of,
bad idea.
and then I've got, Nellie coming in and saying, she's heard this about me and this about Ben, and rah rah rah, and so I don't know. I don't know whether I'm just dropping hints that I'm the librarian and
Yeah.
to whoever I'm talking to. So like saying things like it's I like what Nelly does during normal
Yep.
days, and whether that works or not, I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
how much I'm supposed to do.
Do you want to recap about what the librarian does? Because someone might ask you, what did you learn as the librarian?
It just says. You start knowing that one or two of the places are a particular outsider.
Yeah, so just to let you know what would have happened if you had actually been a librarian, I would have, and you can see in the character list that some characters are outsiders. There's the butler, the drunk, the recluse, and the saint. So if you had actually been a librarian, I might have said to you, either Ben or Shan is the butler.
Yep.
So you probably just need to be
I
prepared.
have an idea.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you get to do a thing now. You get to kill someone.
Oh, okay. I'm going to kill Ben. Simply for the fact that...
how do I kill him? Oh, that's how I do it.
Simply for the fact that he nominated Phil, and based on his own opinion and what somebody else told him. So, we'll start there.
Very good. Sorry, I'm struggling with my own UI here. This isn't working the way I thought.
I can't help you with that.
That's pretty annoying. I'll have to figure that out. But very good. All right. Yeah. Because he definitely got Phil executed. All right. Thank you.
Cheers.
Just leave that. Yep. We don't have to worry about Phil. Because Phil is dead. Now we want...
Yo.
Hello. How's it going?
All good, I think.
All good.
Unless Philip wasn't in fact a baddie.
Well, tonight you learn that of your 2 alive neighbours, you get a 2.
I see. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. I've made a bad decision now, but thanks.
you can exit the chat now. Thank you.
Catch it.
That is really rough on the bad guys. Okay, Nelly. Hello. How's it going?
Good. Sorry, I can't stop coughing. It's not fun.
No. Who would you like to use your ability on tonight?
I would like to know Loz and May.
Okay, you learn that one of them is the demon.
Ooh. Or the recluse or the red herring?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Very good. That is all. Just gives them a little bit of time to marinate. Why can I not mark Phil as dead? I don't know. That's really going to muck things up though. Good morning.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Oh, we're back.
I was just
Okay, we'll
playing
stop
with
talking
my
football.
washing.
You gather in the town square to find the body of Ben. He's dead.
What? What?
I
Excuse
still
me.
can't.
Running away.
I
Huh.
still
Well,
can't
Can't
figure
have
out
more than one person dead.
how to kill him. So I
So
will
Philip is
work.
alive, is that what you're telling us?
No, both
Oh.
Philip and Ben are dead, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
try and
Okay,
figure
super.
out what I'm
Great.
doing wrong.
Well,
Oh yeah, because you can't add the dead token to both of them.
No, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So feel free to go about your business. This time I'll give you
No,
5
down to
seconds.
7. I mean, we're getting better and better odds for
Sorry, Phil.
randomly picking.
Told you I wasn't a
demon,
bad
right?
demon. Or the poisoner.
So what can we do now, Michael?
Whatever you like. Talk.
Oh, so we
Dead
can
people, you
still
mean?
we can still
Decide on your next
participate.
move. In about 5 minutes, nominations will open.
Even if I'm dead.
That's a good point. So people who are dead cannot nominate, and people who are dead only have one more vote for the entire rest of the game. Only one more time they can put their hand up and
Okay, I
register
think
as a vote.
yeah, you should probably figure out how to mark us as dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that died today icon.
Wait, what
I'm
did that
pretty sure
do?
it's part of the Undertaker thing because
It is.
it's got
It's
the
it's not the
Undertaker
right
icon.
one.
Good news, I did mark you officially.
Okay, so how do you get a room? Get a room with someone?
Get a room.
Press enter, and then there's there's a speech bubble, and you can just click on that.
Oh, the best. I don't know who to talk to.
Did you manage it, Laurie?
Okay, so now I've got speech bubbles up. Yep. Okay.
Then you just click on the one you want to talk to. And then you just wait for them to accept it.
Can I talk to the dead people?
Yes. Dead people can
Can I have a chat with the dead people?
Both dead people are here right now, actually.
Yeah.
I know, but what if people join us? I'm creating a chat.
Okay. Hello?
No.
Are you bringing
Hello. Well, I thought I was. Hang on.
How do we add someone?
Okay, all right. Well done.
There we
Well
go.
done, Katie.
So yeah, incidentally, I could, if it helps, if I was alive, I could say what you were, Ben.
Yeah, I'm the investigator, so Philip can confirm that I'm the investigator.
Good news, we're corpses.
But I will tell you that
one
Shane
of 2 players is a
told
particular
me.
minion. I think you guessed wrong.
Shane, I admit that when Michael told me at the beginning of the game, I couldn't remember who he'd said. I thought it was Shane and Philip. I think that's what he said. I'll see you in the recording later on.
Well, based on what it says for investigator, one would be right and one would be wrong.
Yeah. So, but then I talked with Shane, who said it was the empath, and he said he was told that one of the people next to him were bad.
Oh. Awkward.
So I was like, well, it must be you then.
So everyone's looking at Katie.
So therefore, what does that mean about
It's
Shane?
not me.
What does that mean about Shane then?
Well, I won't stab the dark. I'd just say that he might be lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like. Am I supposed to tell people what I am? Like, I'm so confused about what we're
If
supposed
you,
to do
it's
and
up
not
to
do.
you how much to share. Well, we're dead, but we can
Okay.
still share information about you. So just
To be honest, I was trying to
I
share
should
somewhat in
probably say what
character.
I
I should
am
have just yelled out,
because
"I'm the Undertaker! Please don't kill
okay.
me!"
So what are you? I'm gonna set you
You
to the
need me.
Undertaker. Undertaker, where's that?
Yeah.
Undertaker. Oh, there you are. Okay, so what are you, Katie?
as soon as you said that, I marked you as the Undertaker, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, even
As
if you're
I was
lying, you're
trying to
still
do
the
it in
Undertaker.
So,
character.
Katie, what
but,
are you?
yeah,
I'm the Saint, which I should probably let people know
No,
because if
no,
I
no,
die
no,
by
no.
Hold on.
execution,
What does
we
the saint do?
lose.
Don't. If you
If you die by
it's really funny.
execution, your team.
Yeah, do not let people know that you're the saint.
Oh,
Because
because I
people
don't
will
want
try
the
to vote
minions
you
and
in.
stuff. No.
Yeah. The demons will try to vote you as the Kid Death.
Yeah.
At least that's what I did.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I kept it a secret in the beginning
Yeah.
because I didn't know what we were
The other
supposed to
one, I'd
say
be
and not
careful.
say.
So, Katie, I think you should go back and chat with some of the others and try to convince them to kill Shane. Then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do.
All right. Okay. I'll
Adios.
see ya.
Ghosts.
If anything, try to convince them you're no recluse.
Sorry. I was totally convinced. I'm so easy to convince.
Oh, as I said, it was one or two, and you picked the wrong ones.
Okay. All right.
I
I'll
just
see you in the
find it
main.
hilarious that one person that could have confirmed if someone died wasn't a minion or someone is dead.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'll see you back
And
in
there's
the.
going to be a lot of corpses just lying around because I'm not burying them.
Yeah. I'll see you in the town square.
But then they're all going to come in, and I don't want to say it in front of Shane. That's awkward.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Ah.
There you go.
But sus.
Very.
Very sus. From
Wait,
what?
Oh, I reckon this
did
is
they not have to come back?
this is a good game for
Well,
lip
Okay.
readers.
they should.
If you can
Okay.
read lips, you can see what they're
Oh.
saying.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, please return. to
I
the-
thought that's a. Oh, please. Okay.
So do you
The
know how
town
to mark
square.
people as dead
said
yet,
two,
Michael?
please.
No, and I'm asking a question in the Discord channel and no one's answered it yet. So it's unfortunately there were some things that were hard to test before I actually had people in the seats.
Do we need to check Discord? Because I don't have it on this computer. That's all. I can
No,
do it
no.
on my phone.
No,
Okay.
on the Blood on the Clocktower Discord, I was asking a question, not in our Discord.
Oh, okay.
You're still free to talk, by the way. We don't have to go straight into nominations, but just so you know, nominations are now open.
I now believe that perhaps Philip was in fact innocent. Sorry, Philip.
Whoops.
Why do we have our
Why
hands
are we
up?
holding
Hang
hands
on.
again?
I'm wondering about that.
You're hitting spacebar.
No.
You should just press spacebar and it should disappear.
Yeah, I know. I had my voice chat window out, and when you hit spacebar, it stays out. So there you go.
I'm very confused, Ben, because nothing makes sense. Well, I'm now
Ben.
confident that I know who people are, but I'm confused because
Well, you're doing
dead
better than I am.
I think
I think that what you and I discussed in the first round, Ben, may
I
not
don't
have been.
We're getting a
actually
lot of
correct.
noise as well, Sean.
I like the cat eye, the unimpressed eye.
I think they killed you, Ben, to shut you up.
Oh, interesting, Nelly.
What are you telling Ben to shut up for a reason?
Yeah, I get that a lot, so that could have been anything.
But in the discussions that I've had, so I'll reveal what my ability is. I'm the fortune teller, and each night I can ask Michael the status of two people. So I'd say the first night I asked if with Loz and Ben, do either of those register as the baddie, or the recluse, or the red herring? And Michael said yes. So I immediately talked to Loz. He played the I don't know what I'm doing card. And then I talked to Katie. Katie didn't really give me any information. And she said she'd get back to me. And then she immediately talked to Loz. After I told her a bit of information. And then since talking to the second night, I asked between Loz and May. And Michael said, yes, one of them does register as the demon, the recluse, or the red herring.
People might not know what your red herring is.
Oh, so one of the characters registers as evil or a minion.
And what's a red
whether
herring?
they're not or not.
And
It's
what,
basically thrown in to throw you off the track. But
so anybody could be a red herring, is what you're saying? Is that what?
correct. But Shane is the empath, and the empath ability is that he has shared information whether two of his alive neighbors are evil. And he was told yes, both nights.
We
So
have eliminated
with a
one
two
solution.
or with a either of.
It was one of the first night, and unfortunately, we killed Philip.
which is an accident. And what was the second night?
Wow.
We killed Philip
Because beheaded me.
we killed Philip because I think that Ben had some incorrect information around the poisoner, because that can't possibly be right.
That Ben
I
might
don't
have been
think
drunk.
in hindsight. Yeah, so it could have been something like that. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that information was not in fact correct, and so now I am confident in who the evil people are.
Why don't you share with us who they are then?
Well, I'm a bit concerned about whether I should share both of them or only one of them in this round. And I'm open to. Nelly was of the
I'll
opinion
do
that I
it.
could only share one.
I'll share it. Oh, so basically, because what happens is if we nominate someone as they're the demon, the imp, and if we kill them, the minion then becomes the demon. So by targeting the demon first, we're making him jump. Well, it's kind of doesn't matter which one we pick because
Just a rules clarification, that's not quite true. The imp's
Yeah.
ability is that if they kill themselves
oh,
during the
they
night,
turn
then
make
it
the
will
minion.
switch.
Yeah.
And then there's another character, which is a minion, which is one of the 4 minions. There's a Scarlet Woman who, if there are 5 players in the game at the point of the execution and the imp dies, then the Scarlet Woman can become the imp. That is one of the 4 possible minions.
So we've
And
got
we don't know which minion is in play.
yeah.
So there's 6
Question mark.
players
One
left
minion,
at the
one
moment. Yeah,
demon.
7 players.
So I think
So
Katie and Loz are the minion and the demon from the information I
Interesting.
I agree. Yeah.
That's
Just
not the
see if I can
information I got
corroborate.
from the ghosts, but it's fine. It's fine.
Do you talk to ghosts, Katie?
Yeah, I talked to ghosts. Well, because they both died, and I wanted to know what they had been told and what they had found out prior to both being executed. And I told them both what I am. I don't want to share it with the group because I'd be a target for the
likely story.
evil
Yep.
people. Oh, okay. Well, fine. I can share.
I believe Katie.
Quick
Well, you might as
confession.
well
what I
share.
am.
You were pointing at me earlier, so what do you think I am?
Yeah, it's interesting. I spoke to somebody who was able to confirm that
You were the demon?
No, that no. Well, what it confirms to me is that Shane is the demon, basically because the person who was next to Phil was going to be the demon, as in right next to it. And obviously, I'm not going to kill myself, so I tend to find bookwork very good, and I'm thinking that that Shane is the person next to Phil. So that's
Fine.
yeah, logically the way it goes.
So who are you, Loz?
I'm the empath, and on the first round, I was told that one
Oh,
person next to me.
you say you're the empath, yeah.
Well, you say
So
that
wait,
you're
saying
the.
you're something,
Loz?
Loz?
You didn't say what you were actually, Loz.
Well,
What did you
I've given enough hints.
Oh, you guys are
I believe you and
dead.
Katie are being very reclusive
I
with
figured it out,
your
everyone.
abilities.
Sorry,
I
you
know
and
this.
Ashley.
It's very sad.
A monochrome.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just realised
wow.
that Phil and I are black and white now.
I feel like I should be wearing a black veil in mourning.
All right, I feel much better. I listened to no conversations that day because I was busy trying to sort that out. Sorry.
Right,
Thank you.
everybody's just accused me. It's
I was
fine.
hoping Rory and May might have something to add.
Yeah, I was hoping that as well because I'm
Well,
now suspicious of either Nelly and Shane as a pair or Loz and Katie as a pair.
I do have some info, but I'm going to ask May, what is your role? Because that will help me narrow down.
I appear to be bad.
Interesting. So you're the recluse then?
Which is what confirmed to me that it could not possibly be anyone but Katie and Loz. Because I was told two evil people, and I knew that the recluse was a possible wildcard option. And when I spoke to May, she confirmed that she was in fact the recluse.
Yeah,
and
that
thus
confirmed
it had
to
to
me as
be
well.
Katie and Loz as the two bad people. I don't know which is which, but yeah.
All right. Well, that doesn't tally
I
up with
can.
what I had then, because when I
Interesting. Go
asked
ahead.
Michael between Loz and May being the fortune teller, he could tell me, what is it? I'll learn if either is a demon. And he says one of them registers as maybe they both register as bad.
That is
I'm
your
going to make a
power
second
weapon,
call
right,
for
though.
nominations.
Yep.
I reckon
I'm
Loz.
going with my first nomination of Shane.
I'm
I'm
going with
nominating
Loz.
Loz.
How did we
Yeah,
do? We do one at a time?
Yep.
Okay.
So, oops, that didn't work. Ah, no. Close. Nominate. Shane.
I want to
All
kill
right.
more people.
Laurie has nominated Shane Apop. Laurie, why do you think that Shane should be executed?
Oh, because when I was doing my speaking with different people, it was pointed out that the bad person was next to Phil, if Phil was
You mean
what he was
yourself?
supposed to be. Well, I obviously know it's not myself, so that had to be Shane. Yeah, so that was my working of it.
Do I get to defend myself?
Yes, go for it.
In order to defend myself, I merely ask who in fact told you that.
Fake news. I don't have to give up my sources.
Well, there you go.
Which I
If
think
you're
in
not
itself
prepared,
is quite
I gave
sus.
up my
Yep.
sources. I was quite transparent.
Okay, well,
about it.
I'll tell you this: the person who gave up my sources was able to know how many pairs of evil players there were, and that the fact that they were next to each other. Now, assuming that you got Phil right with being the minion, who was one of the, he obviously wasn't. He wasn't the demon, otherwise the fight would be over. So the pair was told that it was next to him, so I assumed it was you.
Yeah.
All I can say is that Philip was definitely a mistake because the two people next to me are evil.
There you go.
That doesn't mean Philip isn't evil.
Well, Philip's dead.
It just means
My
yeah, but he could still have been a
be.
minion. It doesn't have to
No,
be
he can't have been
the
because
demon.
there's only one minion and one demon in this in the number
Yeah.
of players.
And potentially the recluse.
And the
So he
recluse,
still
but
could have-
May identified herself as the recluse in speaking, which made sense to me because I reached out to May, so she didn't have any reason to lie about it. And I said to her exactly what I said. And I said, I don't really know. I said, they could either be the recluse or evil. And she said, well, I'm the recluse. And I said, well, okay, that guarantees that it's Katie and Loz. So,
And that does match up with the chef discovery, which is that there's either two evil people sitting next to each other or an evil person sitting next to the recluse.
Right.
All right, I'm going to
the
run the
two
vote.
evil people sitting next to each other could be Shane and Philip as well.
That's what I said.
This vote is for Shane, though.
Is that what you said? Sorry, I'm
This
so
vote is
confused.
Shane.
Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it on all because I have no idea what I'm doing.
So that's the only vote I can do, right? That's it.
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
you can vote on the next.
No, he
No.
can't.
No, he
because
said
he's
he
dead.
gets one
He's
vote
dead.
ever now.
I
Oh.
really meant to remind you of that, Ben, before I ran that.
No, I
so
knew
I'm
it.
sorry
I
that
knew it.
happened.
That's okay. Don't worry.
Okay, so Philip, just be aware you've only got one more.
Oh yeah, I was aware. I didn't vote for a reason.
All
Sorry, I
right.
lost the connection there for a moment.
Yeah, me
So
too.
nominations may continue. I saw that you dropped off, Nelly, so I
Yeah.
waited to run the vote.
Thank you.
Nominations may continue.
Don't you
For
need to
Lawrence.
mark? Oh, there was
I
not a
know,
majority.
nominate
Okay.
Loz.
Okay.
Don't hold hands. Oh,
Shane, why do you think Laurie should be executed?
As the empath, the two people beside me have been confirmed to be evil, and Nelly seems to think that Loz is in fact the imp of those two. So I think that Loz is probably the imp and Katie is probably the minion.
I
Laurie?
agree.
Oh, I've already given my reason for why I thought it was Shane, so it's yeah.
I mean, it would be
I
pretty
can't-
convenient putting the empath between two evil characters, but I guess you didn't start that way until Philip died.
Yes.
Yeah, and I thought Philip was the evil one until we killed him, and then it
But
was.
again, you're relying on Shane, the truth of Shane saying
By
he's
killing
the
someone
empath.
tonight, we
No,
will get
well,
information.
And by the
on my
way,
information as well.
Philip could still be one of the evil ones. You don't actually know.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, I
what
do, because
Philip
I've been
is.
told that the two evil people are now next to me. And
Yep.
I know that the recluse is May, assuming, that May hasn't made that up, and I have no reason to believe she has. Then it has to be those two. Yeah. And that's why I say you must have been wrong about the poisoner, I think, in the initial round.
At least there's a
Philip or
poisoner
Ben?
out there affecting you by poisoning you.
Well, see, I can't rule that out either. I wouldn't know what
No,
that
is
does.
a good point. I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
you
about
could.
poisoning and drunk.
Oh, because we could have a drunk too.
All right, I'm going to run the vote.
Yep. Interesting that you're not voting for Katie.
I didn't vote for either. Thank you very much, Nelly.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, Loz is putting his hand up for himself. Oh, because he's killing himself to make
Oh,
Katie
is
the
that?
imp.
Oh, that's cheating.
That's not how the imp works.
No?
The
Okay.
imp's ability. The imp has to kill themselves in the
Oh,
night.
he has to kill himself at night.
Okay.
Yep.
All
right. So we have
Well,
6 votes.
you never explained that beforehand.
Oh. we have. I think I did. We have 6 votes for Laurie. You're probably not going to get more, but does anyone else want to nominate?
No, we'll see what falls out here.
I mean, I haven't spoken to enough people to nominate.
Oh, Katie, you could have come and talked back to me again, but you didn't.
I know, but I was talking to the ghost, and then time ran out for that one, and I forgot to come back.
Closing nominations in 5, 4. Okay, Laurie is executed and dies, and the game continues.
Ooh.
Oh.
You bloody idiots. You killed one of the good ones.
I don't think so.
Or you killed a minion.
Yeah.
We killed the minion instead of the imp, I think.
Yeah.
Unless Scarlet Woman, possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Loz was the Scarlet Woman, yeah.
Oh,
It looks
if
like
Katie,
we're going for a shanky tie.
potentially.
Shanky shank. We just stab one, move on to the next one. We'll get him eventually.
So you got to go with the kill everyone answer, huh?
Some of you may die. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I didn't know how I was supposed to save that.
You guys have been pretty unlucky. The fact that Shane ended up where he was in between has been pretty unfortunate for evil.
Yeah.
That being said, you now have the power. You are the imp. You get to choose somebody
Oh, wait,
to...
I thought, because there were 5 people.
You now get to choose,
So I get to choose
someone to kill. Take your time.
Well, it's gonna... I think it's gonna have to be
You might be in
Shane.
trouble anyway, but...
I think I am. But I think if I do Shane, it's too obvious. Oh no, I don't know. I forgot that was going to happen because there were 5 people. I think if I go someone else, then it'll throw. But he's always going to know that one person next to him is evil, right? So it's always going to be me. Sorry, I'm talking. I know you can't answer anything. I'm just
I mean,
out
I kind of can. If he were the drunk, he would have been drunk from the very start of the game. You know that there is not a poisoner because you were the minion, and there's only one
minion. He kept
minion.
saying the poisoner, and I was like, yes, that is the poisoner. So there would be only a drunk if there was a drunk. But obviously he can't be the drunk because he knows it's like true.
Yeah, unless you've been receiving wrong information the whole time.
But I know he's not. But that doesn't mean everybody else doesn't. Let's do... Or do I do someone who hasn't been involved at all to try and get rid of them? sorry, I don't. The only person I don't know what they are is Sean, but I'm just gonna see. You know how you start knowing. I think we need to get rid of the chef because
Okay.
he knows how many pairs of evil people. So if he can't say,
Just so
there's
you
two left.
understand his role, he only learns that
Yeah.
at the very start of the game. He doesn't learn it every night after that.
Oh, ever again?
hmm
Oh, but don't we already know there are two pairs? There's one pair?
Yeah, so he learns it at the very start of the game where the two evil are sitting beside each other. That's what a pair means, whether they're sitting beside each other.
Sorry, okay, I see. Okay. Fortune teller each night, choose two players you learn. If either is a demon, there's a good player that is a demon too. So she can be getting a red herring, which is what I thought in the recluse. You might register as evil, and so I don't know what the recluse means.
So for me to explain the recluse, that when something looks to see whether or not someone is evil or is a minion or is a demon, they can register as yes. Not always, but they can.
Let's do. I think it's too obvious if I do Shane or Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do. What's his name? Rory.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Cool.
Are you going to talk to other people?
Yes.
This has been a very long conversation.
Yes, it has been pretty long. No, that's okay.
Sorry.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I've picked. Can I pick myself?
You can.
I would like to pick myself and Katie.
Mm-hmm. You learn that yes, one of you is the demon.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all we've got. Oh no, I should have done Shane first, but never mind. That doesn't break anything. Hello.
Hey. What do I know now?
How's the game going?
Yeah, enjoying it, loving it so far, but very confused about the whole poisoner thing. So I'm interested to hear at the end of the game how that happened. But I'm assuming that one of us was drunk or poisoned or something to that effect between Ben and myself.
You learn tonight that you have one evil player in your alive neighbours.
Good to know. Cool.
All
Thanks.
right.
Leave you to it.
I was halfway through before I realised. Then I'm like, I'm not typing it all again.
Good morning. You awake to find the corpse of Spudwit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because I think if they killed either Shane or myself, it would have been a bit too alarming.
Yeah, I'm so confused at the moment. It's not funny.
Yeah, same. But I think that's part of the game.
Huh?
But I mean, Spudwit's already. If he is who he said he was, then he's already done his bit. He's had his information.
Yep, I've already given my one useful piece of information to the game.
So it's not that beneficial to murder you, is it?
I don't know.
I guess we're not saying the demon is smart.
So Rory, what was your role?
I was the chef. I cook.
So he starts off knowing if there are a pair of baddies sitting together.
And he told me that they were, which would make sense with Mana being
Recluse.
the recluse and Katie being the demon.
Baddie. Yeah, one of the baddies.
Okay, and that aligns with what I've been recently told, that one person next to me now is the baddie. So
baddie. And also I asked Michael for between two people, and I said between Katie and myself, and Michael said yes, one is the demon.
Well, that doesn't.
I know I'm myself, so I was trying to pinpoint Katie.
Yep.
Katie has been very quiet though, which is unusual.
Because I'm trying to figure out what to do, Sean. Jesus.
Well, some of us don't have massive problems to solve with what to do because we don't have interesting things like who to
Well, I
murder
also
every
haven't
night.
been given much If
you're the demon,
Information.
what do you need to know?
interesting
Who do I kill tonight?
information.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you knew enough to kill Rory, though.
But to be fair,
Right.
he's very shankable. I do agree.
I didn't kill Rory.
Maybe
Um,
Rory killed
Who do you
Rory.
think did?
I really have no idea. I mean, Rory could have killed himself. I don't know. Isn't that the
That's
only way? I mean, I'm sus on the people who talk the most. So
Sorry, what's your role, Katie?
I didn't want to say it because
You were trying to pick
I
one
will.
that no one else had
No,
to
because
cover you.
it if the bad people know what I am, then I'll tell you. But
Right.
I'm the saint. So if I
So
get
if we
executed,
kill you,
you
if we
die.
vote to kill you, we lose. But if the demon
That's
kills you, we don't
convenient.
lose.
Yeah.
That is convenient.
That would be very convenient for
feel
the demon
like-
to say that. Yeah.
No, if I die by but if I die by execution, so that means the
Execution.
demon and the minions can choose to kill me, so that I die by execution. The nominating part.
There's only one minion though, so they wouldn't have the deciding votes unless they're very persuasive.
No, but if everybody, as it has been seen, everybody does think I am the baddie, a baddie. So it would be a good way to sway it, to try and, which is why I didn't want to say it, because I also didn't know if we were allowed to say what we were in the first round. So I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
I asked that. Michael came into the chat with me and Ben, and Ben was asking, so what's your role? I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you that.
Yeah, I was just like, I
And
don't know
then
what to give
Michael-
away in the first round.
Michael said, "So is that a rules question?" I said, "Yes," and he said, "Yeah, you can if you want. It's up to you."
You can claim whatever the hell you want.
So just a clarification about Saint. It's if the Saint dies by execution, your team loses. If the Imp kills in the night, that's not an execution. An execution is where someone is nominated and dies. And there's one other possible scenario is if the Virgin is nominated. That also counts as an execution.
Shan has revealed herself as the virgin.
If a townsfolk nominates me, that townsfolk will die.
And note that is only a townsfolk, so that is not.
Are you a virgin?
So
Sean?
if a minion nominates me, or if the demon nominates me, it's
or
fine.
Or an outsider.
So hang on, can a demon also nominate people as well as killing them in the night?
Yes.
Huh, so
they have to persuade the rest of
technically,
the
why I
if
didn't
I
want to say I
nominate
was a
Sean,
saint.
that would work. That would prove
So-
her
so
thing.
here's-
But are we kind
so
of
here-
wasting turns?
So here's a question: if one of the baddies nominates Shan and she doesn't die, or she dies, is she then allowed to turn around when she's dead and tell everybody that, well, it must be this person because they nominated me, and the only way I could have died is because they're a baddie?
It's up to us.
Surely, once you die, you shut up.
No. In this game, people who are dead can still talk. If it was a demon or a minion or an outsider who nominated the Virgin, then they would not automatically die. The Virgin's power is that if a townsfolk nominates the Virgin, then immediately the person who nominated the Virgin is executed and the day ends. So the power of the Virgin is that it can help confirm for sure that someone is good, because they wouldn't automatically
but it also
die.
confirms that somebody is bad.
Or an
No,
outsider.
not quite.
Not if Mace
They
gets
could
good,
also
for
be an
example.
outsider.
Drunk.
Yes, or the Virgin could be drunk. Or poisoned.
Or the nominator could be drunk.
Classic virgin.
Oh, I see. So the Virgin it's only the townsfolk, not the outsiders. Okay.
And you're
Correct.
right. If
So
the
I
drunk,
nominated Shan,
you're right.
I would be executed straight away.
If you're a
Unless you're
townsfolk.
Yeah, but if Shane had have nominated Shan as the baddie, he would have stayed alive, and then everybody would have known that I was right in the first place.
I just want to be clear that if an outsider nominates the Virgin, they would not die. An outsider is not bad. They are on the good team, but they are not a townsfolk. So it doesn't automatically
Outside
mean
of being the recluse, yeah.
could be
And
butler,
the saint,
drunk,
which
recluse,
Katie
saint.
claimed.
And
Yep.
the saint is an outsider. Thank you very
Oh, yeah.
much, Nelly.
All right, nominations are open.
Yep, I nominate Katie.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Well, let's just do one at a time.
It'll end it one way or the other.
And you can only nominate a person once.
Correct.
All right,
And
Shane,
all the
why
others.
do you think we should execute Katie?
Because as the empath, in the previous round, 2 people next to me were evil. And this last round, 1 person next to me is evil. So it seems less likely that I'm the drunk and more likely that, Katie is in fact the imp.
Why is it less likely that you're the drunk?
Well, because
he's... Actually, no.
No, he's
Well, because
Because you could
last time
be
it
given
was
the wrong
2.
information every time.
Yeah, I just think because last time it was 2 and this time it's 1, it's not impossible. I still could be drunk. I'm not going to rule that out, but I think it's less likely.
I mean,
If
the
I'd
question
gotten
is
none
it
this
too
time,
suspiciously consistent with what's been actually happening?
yeah, if I'd got none this time or 2 this time, I'd go, yeah, I'm definitely the drunk. But I got exactly 1 after having 2 the previous time. So it seems to me likely that I'm
Like,
in fact...
is Shane smart enough to have come up with this plot this fast?
Well, he's
Well,
pretty smart.
just-
Well,
then
I
just-
don't know, Shane, so maybe.
Just to be clear, if he were the drunk, it's not for Shane to come up with the numbers. The storyteller would tell the numbers based on what they
That's what I
can
mean,
see,
but
and they
the
could choose
numbers
anything.
have been consistent with what's been happening, which
Correct. And so has my
unlikely if
information
it was
one
random.
as well. Yeah. So I support Shane's nomination.
Well, my thought right now is if I stab Katie and the game keeps going and then Shane tells me there's 2 evil people, I get to stab Nelly.
You just want to stab Nelly, is that what I'm
Yeah.
hearing?
Stabbing her way through until she gets to me.
Yeah.
Anything else in your defense, Katie?
Well, I'm just very sad that we're going to lose the game as the townsfolk people, as the goodies, because you are killing the saint.
All right. I forgot to say about the dead votes again.
No, it's alright. I knew.
Doesn't matter. They've got a majority.
They got a majority, so
You're marked for death, Katie.
we got 4 votes. Would anyone
Trying to
else
line my
like?
eyes up with the skull.
Would anyone else like to nominate?
Can I nominate even though I'm
Yes.
nominated? I mean, let me have a think, a good hard think.
Well, if you're having trouble deciding between all the information that's given, it's kind of...
All the information is pointed at me, Nelly.
Yep.
Most of the information has
You've
come
already
from you,
been
Nelly,
nominated,
so...
I mean, recluse. If there's 2 outsiders and one of them is a drunk, and I'm the saint, then May can't possibly be the recluse. In
Well-
my opinion. Not that anybody's going to agree with me, but you don't want me to die because then we will lose the game.
So Rory was the chef, and he was told if there were any pairs sitting together. And May registers as bad, which is recluse. So there was 1 pair he was told, which fits with you and May sitting together.
She
I'm still
can
not sure about
register
this guy
as
over
bad.
here. Yeah.
Not that she
He doesn't
is
have
registering
to.
as bad. Yeah, it's not. She doesn't guaranteed register as bad.
That's another
That's
one where
okay.
it would be
I'm
my
happy
choice.
that if
Yep.
Shane, Sean, and I stay alive,
No,
and
but
if
if,
we've made a mistake with
if
Katie,
Shane executes
I believe Nelly's
Katie,
counter stabbing
and
me,
Katie
which
is the
perfectly
saint,
fine.
then we
Step
die.
away. No hard feelings.
But the question is it safer to actually nominate one of Nelly or Shane and see what happens?
For fun?
Well, because neither
how
of them
about-
are claiming to be the saint.
instead of
So you
that,
mean say
how
if
about
they-
I nominate Sean, and then I would immediately die? that makes sense.
Mm,
And that
I
would
think
clear
I'd
my
be happy
surface
if you want to kill me to give yourself peace of mind. I'd be fine with that.
Okay, I'll nominate Shane then, so that we can
No.
see.
No,
No,
if
the
Nelly
idea
nominates
Nelly
is
has
me
to
and
nominate.
dies immediately, then it means Nelly is a townsfolk.
Oh, sorry, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, but it kind of feeds for Katie as well. But I will happily sacrifice myself if everyone agrees to that.
Is this game
You
still going?
want us to vote in favour of Sian? Is that what you're saying, Nelly?
No. Are we happy if I nominate Sian to then immediately die? Which means
Nelly's
that I've
going to
been
commit
telling the
suicide
truth.
by virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm already 100%
Wrong.
confident it's Katie, but yeah, sure.
Me too.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
So what we're trying to do is convince
Second
Sian,
call for nominations.
basically. Do we want to do that or not?
Wait, we could do a massive mind fuck because Nellie's willing to die. We can get Shane to nominate Sean, and then you can prove both of them in one shot.
Do you want me to nominate Sian?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that would work too, yeah.
I did nominate Katie though, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to.
No, you can't.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Lost. Never mind.
Final call for
convenient for
nominations.
No, all right. I nominate Sian.
All right. Nelly nominates Sian. And
Do we have
dies.
to vote yes for this to? She's dead
Thank
already.
you.
Okay. All right,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Sorry, I suspected you.
She
Well-
deprived me of my joy of stabbing Nellie.
Wait, now Nellie's dead?
Yes,
I'm so
because
confused.
Like, I don't know. I can't win this.
You're right up against it, but you lasted another night. Who would you like to kill?
I know. I think it's going to have to be Shane. But I don't think that's a good idea either. But he's just going to keep nominating me and everybody's going to keep voting against me. Or do I kill Sian so they can do no more tests of virtue?
Her thing only happens the first time she's nominated, so it would never happen again.
Okay. Oh God, I have no idea. This is really tough when you don't have people to help you. If I do Shane, then I'm dead. They'll nominate me and murder me.
But maybe that's how someone would want to frame you, if they were bad.
That's true. Okay, let's do Shane.
I'm trying to help you now because you're in big trouble.
No, let's do it. It's the only way that I might survive again.
All right. See ya.
Bye. Oh, I need to leave.
We don't wake up Shane because Shane is already dead.
Oh, hello. Do I still get to do stuff when I'm dead?
No, you don't.
I don't.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Bye.
I got the wrong one. Oh, no, Shane is dead as well. They're both dead.
And technically the bad guys are outnumbered.
Good morning. You wake up to find that Shane is dead.
Yep. Funny
Oh.
about that.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody's going to accuse me. That's a very clever thing for May to do as the supposed recluse. Or maybe, well, Sian has
Wow,
to be
you
the
turn on
virgin,
May
you know.
fast.
I believe we've already established, Katie, that you are wrong because Sian is the virgin because I died instantly.
I
So you've
just
put
said
it.
that. No, I just said that. She was the virgin.
No, you're muddying the waters. I reckon we know who it is. The alive
Interesting.
people.
I still don't.
I
Well, no,
Wait,
nominate
who's still
Katie
alive? There's three of
because
you still alive, right?
I nominate
Correct.
Yeah.
4 of us.
Sweet.
Nominations are not quite open yet.
Okay.
I just haven't displayed it. I'm happy to.
So
I
it's-
love you, Katie.
So
Okay,
it's
Katie
I don't know
Sian,
why
needs
everybody
move.
just automatically believes May is the recluse. She could be
Sian,
lying.
May, and Katie are the only ones still alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
She volunteered the recluse
Isn't Spud?
information to
Oh
me
no, Spud's dead.
when she had no reason to in the first time.
But
when
I
we
didn't
spoke.
want to share mine because I didn't know whether you were good or bad. That's why I didn't volunteer mine to anybody because you could nominate me to be executed. The
Yeah, but-
recluse seems like an easy way out. No offense,
I
May.
think calling yourself a
Yeah.
saint is the easy way out.
Yeah,
It's a
I
great
think
way
you've
to
made
kill
you've made the
yourself if you're
smart
a demon.
play. The fact that you're still alive this far in goes to show just how much you've
Oh,
convinced
Philip just
everyone
got
that there's
disconnected.
a thread of doubt there.
Welcome back, Philip.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just watching it.
it's happened to a few of us now.
We can start nominations early now if you want. So I'll just point out that there are only 3 players alive. So if you do not get the demon right this time, the game will be over.
And the baddies win.
Yep. So nominations are open.
Well,
I'm going to nominate Katie.
Oh, okay. Well, what? Fine.
Oh, sorry, Katie. Would you like to nominate me?
No, I
All the
wasn't
dead
gonna
people
nominate you.
except me and Rory can still vote.
I
by
think-
the way.
And this is what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
We
I'm
only
trying
need a
to.
majority.
Sean,
There we go.
do you want to make your argument for?
Well, Nellie's basically been making the argument all game. I just didn't trust Nellie fully until she proved she was a townsfolk.
I still don't trust Nelly.
Well, because I killed myself on Sean, the virgin.
Yeah, but I'll
Yes.
never trust you.
Katie, anything in your defense?
I don't think I'm going to convince 5 people not to kill me, but that's okay. When you guys lose, that's fine.
You only started in on Manor is the demon thing very late, so
Huh?
And
Because I was
Oh,
still trying to
gosh.
figure out what everybody was. I thought it was Shane or Nellie because they were so chatty. And then when Nellie died and
because
Shane
we had
died,
information to share.
All right, running the vote.
well, some of us don't get cool
I'm
roles.
sure you. I'm
Oh,
sure you
God.
can vote. You can vote, Ben.
No, he's already.
No, I
he
can't.
only gets 1 vote as a dead person. He's used it already. Oh, I love it, Loz.
They seem pretty certain that it's you, Katie.
Do we have any more nominations?
Katie, did you want to
Not
nominate
Ben
anyone?
Manor's played a
Well,
good, quiet
yeah, but
game.
what's the point? I can't beat 5.
Well, you can always try and convince
Yeah, how
everyone.
many more votes are left?
No, because the
because
ghost
actually,
can't
there's
vote
only-
anymore.
There's only 2 votes. Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah,
Ah.
so
Hmm.
bye, guys.
So,
Gotta wait
Wow.
for Michael.
time for the reveal. Can
Yeah.
Michael figure out how to...
I'm going to be shocked if it's
How
not
to do
Katie.
it.
Maybe someone just seeded the right information
Congratulations.
at the start
Go
of the game.
to. Is it going to do it?
Good has
Good as
won.
well,
Yay.
nice.
Loz, I'm a bit hurt that you voted for me as the imp.
I thought it was hilarious.
You
We've
could have
wasted
saved
it.
your vote
We've-
to support
We've
me.
wasted the last half an hour stuffing around when.
I've been waiting for somebody to nominate it so I could vote.
I mean,
I don't know. We got down to
Wasn't even
3
the
players.
Yeah, but
Given
surely-
the start
no,
you
but
guys
they-
had.
the last half an hour has been. Listen, I will vote for this just to make sure, but we all know. So it's, but
Yeah,
I know. I
I thought
know.
once the imp died, that was the end of the game. That's what you said at the start.
Yes, but
Not
what
because of my
I
thing.
didn't tell you was that is this going to happen? Oh well, Katie ended up as the imp, but she started as the Scarlet Woman, and I couldn't
Ah,
I
okay.
couldn't tell you about Katie's power because you are not supposed to know who the minion is. She could have
Which
been
minion
one
it
of
is, yeah.
4 different minions.
Yeah, but you told me she was the minion.
Didn't tell her which minion though.
No,
I
but
knew
when
Ben was a drunk.
But the other thing
Ben
was,
was-
the other thing was
Typical.
I killed. When I killed myself during the day, you said that only goes to the imp, to the other guy if it's done at night.
Yes,
If you kill
for-
yourself at night.
that's the imp's
The Scarlet
ability.
Woman's different.
But yeah, Katie had a different power, which also was
Allowed
a
her
safety
to
net
become
for
the
evil.
Yeah.
Ben was the drunk, but he wasn't told that. He was told he was the investigator, and he was told that either Phil or Shane were the poisoner.
I was right. That is what I thought he told me.
That is
I've
what
been
you
sitting
told
here
me.
this whole time thinking, shit, did I remember that wrong?
As soon as you
No,
died,
you were
Ben,
just drunk.
I knew that you were the drunk.
Which matched up with Shane's information because he was the empath, and he was told
Which was
on
rough.
day
having
1
two
that he
of us
had
on
Yeah,
either
yeah,
one.
having on either side, that made it real
Well,
tough.
Well, you
Phil
eliminated
was my
first.
first target because
Yeah.
of what Ben told me, and I bought into his story.
Oh, look, I was
about being a
drunk,
bloody
okay?
investigator. He's like,
I was
"Shane,
exactly who I said I
I'm the
was.
investigator.
Phil was a very powerful
Phil!
player as the Undertaker taker. That's quite a good roll, but it didn't matter because he got eliminated straight away.
Right before I could use it.
Thanks, Michael.
Sorry,
Laurie,
Phil. I'm sorry about it. Just,
Laurie was the imp. And yep, Chef. I think we pretty much know who the others were. They were.
Everybody else is
Nelly.
faithful.
Nelly had the other interesting one. So Nelly on the first night learnt that either Ben or Laurie were the demon, which was also pretty unfortunate for Laurie because that just corroborated what Shane was saying. Otherwise, it might have just seemed like
I
Shane.
thought that was I thought the cards were definitely stacked against me there.
Well, that was
Yeah, you
just
got a bit of
luck
bad luck.
that
No, it's luck that I
Nelly
picked
chose
you.
you. Shan was your red herring, Nelly. So if you'd picked Shan, she would have shown as evil.
May was the red herring.
May
No,
was
she
not the
was the
red
recluse.
herring.
Oh,
May
May
was
was-
the
Shan was the
recluse.
red herring, sorry,
So
yep.
when on the first night you chose
Agreed, yep. Loz and
Ben-
Ben,
yep,
then Loz
second
and
night.
May,
Yep.
then Katie and myself.
Yeah.
I can't believe you lied to me, Katie.
I can't
I
believe you
feel sorry for
believed
them.
me.
I'm
It
gullible,
is so
okay?
hard.
Also, I'm drunk.
Especially 5 seconds after you said Saint, because I thought, well, that's the perfect place to hide as a demon.
Oh yeah. So the bluffs. The bluffs were Saint, Ravenkeeper, and Librarian. Laurie was trying to
you-
bluff as the Librarian.
Yeah, that's why
Oh,
all the
then we-
hints
yeah.
all the hints I was giving was so that's one of the mistakes. Never playing this sort of bloody game before was that I was trying to hide who I was, but let people know who I was when everybody else was just saying, "Well, look, I'm the chef. I'm this. I'm that." Where I should have just come out and said I should have come out at the start and told people, "Well, I'm the librarian, and that's why I know this." Where I was trying to not tell you I was a librarian and make you guess I was. So was the wrong.
We did start that way, but I guess at some point it started to become obvious. So like
Hey,
I didn't
Michael.
front up the empath thing until Ben told me that he was the investigator, and I bought
Which
into
you
his
could
story despite
totally-
him slurring and everything.
Michael, does the imp know what roles are not in the game?
So I told him 3. They're the bluffs. So he knew that the Saint, the Ravenkeeper, and the Librarian were not in the game.
Okay, cool. That's what that was.
And
what I was
on
curious.
pretty sure
on the
that's what he and
first
Katie talked
day,
about.
yeah,
Well,
they
I
had a
tried to
chat
wait,
towards the end of the day. Yep.
but I couldn't talk to anybody because what was I going to say I was?
Yeah.
Well,
there-
Loz could have given you that information, I suppose.
And there are
Also,
I did as
She
yeah,
well as-
did,
just
but I had to
hold
go
on.
talk to him, and I didn't want to talk to him
Yeah.
first and be sus.
Did you know that he was the imp, just out of interest, right at the start?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
imp and the
Okay.
minions always know who each other are at the start, but Laurie didn't know which minion Katie was.
Katie was.
Yep. So on your screen, Loz, did it show Katie as a minion? Did it, or
No,
Just
no.
oh, okay. So Michael had to tell you that Katie was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I just used that little purple circle on the inside and marked her as minion for myself. And
You can also could have clicked
You
on
use
her
the outside circle
on her
when you know what they
yellow
are.
circle. Maybe you
That's
can't
what I
do it
did.
now because
When
I've
I found
revealed,
out
but
that Ben was the investigator, I marked him as the investigator. Although I
Yeah,
should.
because you can trust me.
Mine says, "Dead is the drunk." I marked him in the middle with purple as the drunk because I knew. Classic Ben.
All right. Well, I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. Thanks,
Are we
Michael.
going to do it
Appreciate
again,
you.
Michael?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely like to do another one, but depending on who we get.
Okay, next week. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I dropped off again.
You did drop off.
Aw.
Yeah, we should get as many of these in as we can before the new WoW expansion drops.
Because then you lost us.
This official app that comes with all the video and audio and stuff is like a subbed one. So I subbed for a month. There is a free one where you can do it, but it's sort of a bit more trouble with Discord. But so yeah, while I've got it active, I'd like to use it.
Would you like to have more people next time, or do you think this is a good number, Michael?
Apparently under 7, it changes the rules where the demon and the minion don't know who each other are, and it becomes not as good. So I wouldn't want to do any less than 7. But yeah,
okay.
I think we could safely go to like 10 or 11, and it'd be fine.
I think
Be quicker next time. Now that we know, most of us know what
Yeah.
to do.
I think
just
you
add a
need
couple of
to
people.
you need to cut down the amount of time it takes to talk to everyone in the dark. That's
Yeah, the
sort
first
of,
one was quite long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that
I knew it
obviously
would be.
everybody's trying to
That's right.
learn But yeah. Oh well.
Cool.
I'm sorry
Thank you
you
very
got
much for pointing that
the most stressful roll straight up, Laurie. It was completely random.
It was just as I said, it wasn't stressful. It was just the fact that, as I said, was the cards seemed to be stacked against me. It just had everything pointing to me from
You got a bit
the
unlucky.
very first night. And
I
it's
think
like,
it was just
you know.
lucky that I picked you and Ben.
Yeah.
I picked from.
I think you know, you can sort of see how this game could have gone very differently.
Yeah, I'd like to think that if once you're dead, you can't participate in the talk, but obviously that's not part
other
of the
games
rules.
are like that. It's a bit boring though. Like Among Us, for example, you get killed and you're not allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
And it is quite boring for the dead people.
So you guys kept forgetting that a minion can be dead, and you don't know that they're a minion. You keep forgetting that. So like any of us who had died could have been a minion.
But I was already sold on Loz and Katie by that point.
Anyway, so it'll be. I think let's see if we can get more people next time. I think it'll be a lot more fun. So
all right.
Cool.
I think this type of game gets more interesting the more rounds we play and the more distrust we have in particular people. Because, you know, Loz trying to say he's the virgin. I mean, the disbelief is pretty high.
Well, if everyone's okay with it, Ben and I are going to put a video up and then share it with the guild, just so that other people who might have been on the fence about it can kind of see what it was.
Loz again, jeez.
So hopefully that way we can get some more people
They won't see the chats between me and Michael after you died.
They might.
Oh my god, what am I gonna do?
They might, Katie, because Michael's recording and I'm recording.
Oh no!
I'm just glad.
I can't pick Nelly and Shane. Who am I gonna pick? Oh no! If I pick Rory, is it less sus? Apparently not.
It was pretty sus by that point, anyway. I think.
Yeah, I know. I had no. As soon as
you did well to get it down to
Michael
3
came in and
people.
said, I don't know how you're going to do this. I was like, cool, thanks.
I'm so sorry for killing you, Phil. I'm sorry, okay?
Phil got to do nothing. You've barely got to do anything on game.
Yeah, I'm just watching this drunk walking around with axes. Like, this is...
Yeah, just forgive the drunk driver.
I'm never going to take you at face value again, Ben. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
I was, for like more than half of the game, I was...
Baddie.
Yeah, I was more dead set on you being
I've
drunk,
made a terrible
it was
mistake.
the evil way I would have done it, mixed up a bit.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop
be
this recording
fair,
here.
Michael also put something pretty damning down on the first vote with Philip, because I think a minute before our first nomination, he went, "The good guys theoretically want to murder someone every single night."
I've just seen some videos where people don't do it because people are trying to be nice in the beginning, and it can be bad for the good team. But yeah.
Yeah, so someone had to die, and you were the first nomination. So.
Oh no,
Ben was so convincing. Like,
and everyone's like,
you can see that chat between Ben and I. He was so convincing. He's like, "Well, I'm going to nominate Philip, and you know, we can do this."
Based on the information I had, not knowing that I was the drunk.
No. I'm just saying you were very convincing. That's all. And you sort of sold me on it.
I'll admit, I was almost tempted to nominate Ben back on the basis of, would you want to kill somebody else the first night as a nomination if you were the demon?
Yeah, or you could have directed it to Shane and said, "Well, what do you believe in Shane for?" You know, he could just be straight up lying to you, Ben.
Okay. So you guys tell me. The information I got was, as Michael said, that I was told that I'm the investigator and that either Apop or Philip were the poisoner. And then I had a chat with Apop and he said, "Look, I'm the empath and I've been told that there's one bad person beside me." And I was like, it has to be Philip then.
And this is why alcohol is bad.
I went very logically, okay? I just didn't know at the time that
Bulletproof.
I was blind drunk.
And you know the best part about that? When I talked in the second daytime, I talked to Ben and Philip.
Oh, yeah.
Ben was like, "Well, it has to be Shane because I was told it was Philip and it wasn't him. So Shane must not be the empath." And I'm like, yeah you're right, Ben. You're so right.
Yeah, and I'm like, "You're such a liar, Katie."
No, good
And that's when I started saving up my vote, not for Ben.
And I think the
Oh,
game
boy.
could have also gone very differently if I'd spoken to Katie first, because I was going to, and Ben rang me.
Yeah.
But I think if I'd spoken to Katie first, and I told her, her, or
You dropped the
she got the
recluse
impression
thing
that there was
first.
one person either side, she would have convinced me it was Philip, and yeah.
You also let slip that there was a recluse, which I'm not so sure if Katie even knew, so she could have easily claimed the recluse.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have known. It was only when you volunteered that it was very clear to me then. So, yeah.
Yeah, well played, Michael.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you very much, Michael.
Once I
That was
figured
awesome.
out how to
Thanks
kill
very much.
people.
Yeah, thanks for killing me.
Thank you.
By the way, Katie, thanks for making me your first target. I really appreciate it. Remember how we had that discussion beforehand about, hey, just
I wasn't
guys,
the imp.
don't
That
target
wasn't
me,
me.
please. Oh,
I wasn't the imp, Ben.
was that you, Laurie?
I was the minion. So take that.
Actually,
if I'd been the imp, I would have gotten rid of this guy. Solved
Other
all my
direction.
problems.
Other direction, by the way.
I was going to say you're pointing at me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's right.
mate, on my screen, I'm pointing at you now. Hang
and
on.
I reckon it
This
could have
guy.
been differently too if Loz didn't kill the drunk the first round as well. Because Ben would have
Yeah.
continued to come up with, told everyone he was the investigator and continued to come up with rubbish.
He was only first night information as well. So when you look at the character sheet, the first 4 people only get stuff on the first night, and then below that, the one that empath, fortune teller, undertaker, monk all get woken up at night, and then the others are one-off kind of abilities. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm stopping my recording there, Michael. Awesome game, guys.
All right.
Indeed.
Thanks, everyone.
Good job.
Cheers,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Yes.